Hi, this is Mrs. Oakley, and today we're going to look at Unit 7, Lesson 2, Simplifying Ratios. Now, simplifying ratios is exactly like simplifying fractions. So to do that, we have to find the greatest common factor, okay, of the numerator and the denominator. So we have to divide both the numerator and the denominator by this number. So to simplify 8/12, we have to find a number that 8 and 12 have in common. So let's make the factors of 8 first. Oop, let me get my pen. So I know 1 times 8, and I know 2 times 4. Now let's do the factors for 12. 1 times 12, 2 times 6, and 3 times 4. Now remember, we're looking for the greatest, okay? So 4 is our biggest. So I can take 8/12, and I'm going to do it over here, and I can divide both of these by 4. Well, if I come back here, I can say 2 times 4 is 8, so 8 divided by 4 is 2, and 3 times 4 is 12, so 12 divided by 4 is 3. Okay, let's try this here. We have 6 and 12. And I'm going to scroll down just a little bit so I can do the factors. 6, if I do it, is 6 times 1 and 2 times 3. And 12, well, we already know those. 1 times 12, 2 times 6, and 3 times 4. Well, they have 3, 2, 1, and 6 in common, but 6 is the greatest. So I'm going to divide both of these by 6. And that's going to get me 1/2. Now it says to write it in 2 ways. So I got 1/2 like a fraction, right? And I can say 1 to 2. Okay, we have 15 over 20. Well, let's do the factors for it. For 15, I have 1 times 15, and I have 5 times 3. 20 gives me 1 times 20, 2 times 10, and 4 times 5. So if you can see here, 5 is the greatest number they have in common. So I'm going to divide both by 5. 5 times 3 equals 15. So 15 divided by 5 is 3. 4 times 5 equals 20. So 20 divided by 5 is 4. And then we can write it in a second way because it said to write it 2 ways. Good job. Let's move on. All right, so let's practice these together. 20 over 4. I like to put them in fraction form. Don't have to, but I think since we are gotten so used to simplifying fractions, it's a great way to put it. So what are the factors for 4? Well, 1 times 4, right? What are the factor, oh, and 2 times 2. I almost forgot that one. What are the factors for 20? 1 times 20, 2 times 10, 4 times 5. Hey, look, they both have a 4. So I'm going to divide them both by 4. Divide both by 4. So 20 divided by 4 is 5. 4 divided by 4 is 1. So the ratio is 5 to 1. Okay, let's do the next one. 14 over 6. 14 is 1 times 14 and 2 times 7. 6 is 1 times 6 and 2 times 3. Okay, well, the greatest common factor that they both have is 2. So if I divide them both by 2, that's going to get me 7 over 3. Good job. Okay, 16 over 72. Okay, 16, 1 times 16, 2 times 8. Okay, so 1 times 16, 2 times 8, and 4 times 4. 72 is 1 times 72. 2 times 36. 3 would go in there, so 3 times 24. 4 go in there. Yeah, 4 times, so that would go in there. 18. 5 wouldn't. 6 would go in there. 6 times 12. 7 can't. And then 8 times 9. Okay. All right. What do we have in common? We have the 1s, we have the 2s, we have 4s, we have 8s in common. Yep. So 8's the greatest, so I'm going to divide them both by 8. That's going to give me 16 divided by 8 is 2. 72 divided by 8 is 9. Okay, 18 over 15. Here we go. 18 is 1 times 18, 2 times 9, and 3 times 6. For 15, I have 1 times 15 and 3 times 5. We can see that 3 is the greatest one. So the greatest common factor of 3, 18 divided by 3 is 6. 15 divided by 3 is 5. Great job. All right, moving on. Now, I want you to try these. Once you're done, come back and see if you got them correct. Pause the video. All right, so for 18 over 8, I'm not going to go through all the factors because this recording will go on forever. I'm just going to go ahead and show you. I would divide these both by 2, which would give me 18 divided by 2 is 9. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Okay, so let's look at 2. 42 over 63. I divide both by 7. 42 divided by 7 is 6. 63 divided by 7 is 9. Good. Okay. 36 and 45. Divide them both by 9. 36 divided by 9 is 4. 45 divided by 9 is 5. Good job. Okay, 12 over 108, comparing those two. Divide them both by 12. 12 divided by 12 is 1. 108 divided by 12 is 9. Okay, 52 to 24. Okay, I can do them, let's see. I gotta think this one through. I don't know this one off the top of my head. Can't do it by that. How about 4? Yeah, I could do it by 4. Let's do it by 4s. That would be 13 over 6. Because 52 divided by 4 is 13. 6 divided by 4. Okay, 35 and 84. I can divide both of these by 7, and I'll get 35 divided by 7 is 5. 84 divided by 7 is 12. Great job. All right, you are done with Unit 7, Lesson 2. Go ahead and head back to Classcraft, and I'll see you back here for Unit 7, Lesson 3.